I'm pleased to be back here with Dr. Barbara Kubicka, founder of Clinicbe. I just wanted to talk to you a little more about this business of looking and feeling good at a clinic here, and when people are going down this journey of wanting to look and feel at their best. And I just wanted to find out a little bit more about the range of the reasons why people may want to have procedures kind of done. I get the feeling it's far more complex than we often hear in the media and so on. Can you walk us through some of just the range of reasons why somebody might want to have procedures done?
Absolutely, there are many reasons why people come to the places as our clinic, and obviously the most obvious is when they want to improve their look. Mm-hmm. And whether it's something that they are have been concerned for a long time, and it's a feature, for example, to a round face or to hooded eyes, whatever it's, or some kind of asymmetry, or there is a problem with their skin or the way of their hair, for example, the way in that particular moment their body looks.
So I'm just curious about that then. So it might well be because of the skin, it might well be because of their perceptions about the face or some of hair or what have you. I'm curious to know, is most of the work or most of the time people are focused on the thing that most people see, which is their face? Is that fair to say?
That's true. I said that's all what is connected with appearance. Sometimes it goes a little bit farther, and it goes to how they feel about themselves. So there will be obviously the big part of reasons of coming to do something in aesthetic or anti-aging clinic. It's because they don't feel their best. And whether it is based on how they look, for example, we can imagine that somebody with acne problem on their face, they won't feel greatest about themselves. So it's very much connected. But sometimes predominant reason can be emotional. So whether we feel not very confident, whether it's because of work situation or personal life, or whichever it's the cause of this issue is, the lack of confidence or slight vulnerability in the place of appearance, yes, it's a high reason it's a very often reason to come to seek advice.
Well, that's fascinating, because I'd imagine that makes the whole thing require so much care and sensitivity on both parts, the person who's deciding to do that and when somebody walks through the clinic. I guess are some of the scenarios that you mentioned, for example, if somebody does have particular skin challenges, presumably that's easier to know where to kind of start. When somebody is worried about how they feel, presumably that can be a far deeper journey. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about then the journey that somebody might come through when they're coming through here? Because it strikes me that there's a real relationship and dialogue that needs to go on in order that they get the best care and best decisions.
I usually say that whatever we do, it's not a procedure, it's a process. So what is important is might start with one thing, but it's generally much bigger than the physical appearance. And in the end of the day, I'm a doctor, and whether the part of my profession is to deliver service or to do the procedure, but the big part is to treat the condition, to treat a human being. But as well, the medical therapists, they are therapists, what means that the word therapists have quite broad spectrum of things that are involved in the treatment itself. So it is obviously, it's part of it. It's a technical skill, and it's a whether it's a chemical peel, whether it's a microdermabrasion, whether it's some injectable treatment. It is that, but then the big even part, it's what happens behind it, and it's a deep healing, which very often requires a lot of time.
I see, and finally, if somebody's on this journey or they're thinking about going down this journey, are there any questions that person should think about for themselves that's going to help them to get the best out of that procedure? Because I was struck by when you said, of course, there's that blend between how they feel and then the work that you're going to deliver as a doctor. Are there any general things that you would say for people to think about when they're going along this path?
I think the most important is to answer the question why we do it. we're doing a procedure, whether you're doing for ourselves or because of the pressure from outside or because of a certain event. And I'm not saying that reasons are not right, because we have a important, for example, wedding is very often the time in many people's life, whether they wedding or the family or children wedding, where it's a trigger point to do something for themselves. But the reasons for doing it always has to be one's benefit and one's well-being, rather than wanting to please somebody from outside.
I really like that, and as you were saying that, I could just imagine why that name Clinicbe, about the whole being, is that part of the reason why you put that in the name even of the clinic, because that in the round of why they're doing it is important. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, very true. That's the reason why we as well go through the long questionnaire and long consultation process, and as well during the process of treating our patients over years, we can see and we can discern what is really happening.
Thank you so much once again.